That's done by the county. So this is good news. It's going to be good news to our local tax base, but the impact of it won't be seen on what everyone's approving today in terms of a mill value. So I just want to put that out there. The retirement piece is a bit confusing, but again, when you go back to this surplus amount of 16.6 million, roughly 2.5 million of that remains in the retirement fund, reappropriated, given some relief to our local taxpayers. And the other $14.1 million gets transferred over the multi-district fund. Okay. So when you account for what we already saw at the very start of this, that high school general fund surplus of 800,000, plus this transfer to the multi-district through this federal COVID money, our net total multi-district transfer, closing out the books for the year, is just under $15 million. So when we close everything out, report it to OPI, and we go look at our fund balance report on the OPI website, it's going to show the multi-district account with a fund balance of just over $15 million starting this school year. So I will pause there to see if there's any questions. I do have one more slide as it relates to the future CARES spend that we're keeping an eye on before I move over to the budget adoption document. So any questions on the multi-district transfer to this point?
Craig, I had a quick question on the substitute costs on those previous slides, and it was like 915. Yeah, what percentage does that represent of our regular substitute budget?
Good question. Give me one sec here, Mike, and I will nail that down for you.
Or even just roughly.
Yeah. Bear with me. Just
okay.
I've got a report that's going to show me that. There we go. Put this over the side. So as an example, temp labor. Yeah. Okay. So 2, and I'm just going to grab high school here. Yeah. Okay. So as an example, in FY19, the last year before any COVID craziness, the total bill for temp labor was $2 million. So you know, pretty significant increase.
Yeah, yeah. And then on the summer school, right below that 450, so that's just from like the end of last year's academic through June 30 for all the schools that we did?
Correct. Yep.
And so roughly an entire summer school cost, or whatever the 6 weeks extra we did, would be what?
Yeah, and actually you'll see that on this next tab, and I'll just jump over there because I've got it broken down here. I mean, about 1.1 million to answer